He just jumped off his left foot and he threw that dime to Gary. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was something that it was good timing. You know, it was something that they started playing a lot of quarters. We were taking a bunch of shots to the outside guys, to our X's and our Z's, and I knew there was going to be a moment where we could get Gary on a matchup, and they didn't really bite on it. You know, it was just Seven and Gary. You know, Will and Gary just making a phenomenal play, which I think. The 100,000 people there in that stadium got their money's worth. That was a pretty fun game to be a part of.
And then the 2-point conversions, plural, the 4-point conversion.
Yeah, that's something we've been working for a long time. They've had many reps at it. Gives Will a lot of options. You know, it's a safe play that, you know, the first one they went to that option where we hit David, and the second time when we ran it, you know, it gave the option where Will could run it. So. Very comfortable about it. We were about to call a timeout, but we felt comfortable with it. The way they were bracketing David, it was perfect inning for Will to end up on that pylon where he hurt his finger on last year. So happy to see him with that victory.
Was there any hesitation?
None. We talked about it. We talked about it beforehand that we were going for it. We had it dialed up. The chaos started when we were flipping the hashes. You know, we came out and we did it on the right middle, and then they called a timeout and we flipped it to the left middle, and we flipped the sides so we could get the matchups we wanted. Then, you know, they call another timeout, and then we end up throwing the slant, and then we run it. It was pretty chaotic, but you know, those kids have executed so many times that we felt very comfortable running that play.
For Will to score on that side of the pylon where he hurt himself last year, could there be better symmetry?
I was very pleased. That kid played so hard for us. You know, he's a phenomenal player, a phenomenal person. You know, and just to see him have success and to see him come out with victory in a hostile environment like that, just so happy for the kids.
What went through your mind when you kind of saw Will down the field hurt?
You really don't have time to think. You know, it's more about get Jack in the game, where we're at on the field. Is Tevin okay? We had to play to get to Tevin. You know, we run the play with Tev, and then that got to the end of that quarter, and then Will says he's good to go, and then we went forward. But you don't really have time to think about it. Got a lot of faith in Jack. He doesn't blink. Went in there, operated it, and you know, I feel comfortable moving forward with Jack. Anything never did happen to Will.
Kelby had a big block on that 2-point conversion on the edge. Did you have to modify your play calling without Rodney being the left tackle?
No, not really. Not really. You know, there was a couple times when we were getting in some short yardage that, you know, you wanted to run behind Colton McKivitz, you know, and that's what I'm going to do regardless. You know, so there's nothing really. I thought Kelby came in and didn't blink, you know, and I was very pleased with that. We moved a lot of bodies in and out. And they fought, and they fought till the end, and they kept believing, and I just was pleased that you know, Kelby ended up, you know, having the block that Will ran behind the score.
You've seen a lot of Will, obviously. You've worked with him closely in the time you've been here and everything, but the drive, that last drive, the last throw, the one to Jennings, and then the way his composure. I mean, he looked so cool, like it was just the first quarter, the way he took the snap and on the 2 points. I mean, does he continue to impress you, or is that even not surprising for you?
That's not surprising at all. I've seen that kid do so many plays, been put in so many tough situations. You know, that one was probably the more critical of them all, but you know, the kid is very calm, very composed. You know, sometimes you got to hit him and tell him to look you in the eyes just to see if he's actually got a pulse, because he's pretty even kill. He's just so focused into the game and trying to understand what they're trying to do to him. So it doesn't surprise me at all how he acts.
Thoughts on the run game today? I know Petaway seemed like maybe he had his best game of the year. McCoy seemed to get going a little bit too.
That's a good question. That was what I thought was the deciding factor for our success, is because the run game was popping. When we can get the run game popping efficiently, you know, we're going to have a lot of success. And with the way Petaway and McCoy were, you know, getting those chunk yards, those big plays, long touchdown runs, you know, the home run shots, that's something we have not had all year. He kind of showed it versus Baylor, and then we came through and we got some big plays in the rushing game, and I thought that was pretty much the key to our success offensively.
How important was that for them on that last drive? Seemed like you guys were able to get those chunks of yards you needed to get down the field there.
It was. You know, it makes play calling a lot easier, so you're not always calling pass in those kind of 2-minute-ish situations. And we called the play action at the end, which got him to bite and hold just for count and allow Barry to run by. So that run game plays factors into everything else we do. It was pleasing as a coordinator and play caller, and it was a lot easier when you can actually get those first downs through running.
Did you scheme anything differently?
You could run this much on him?
No, you know, like I thought it was going to be a multiple game. The night before, I'm saying we're going to pick and choose. We're going to get him moving sideline to sideline on the perimeter, and we're going to get the run game going eventually. And I thought that over the course of time, they kept fighting, and the run game just kept popping. But that was our initial game plan, was to get the ball all over the place, you know. And that's why we started off with some perimeter stuff early, and then we got to the run.
You guys were much better on third down this game compared to the last two. What was different out there on third down?
I kept it simple. Will was locked in. I in on some things. You know, again, the third downs were probably a little skewed because we were in some 4-down territory stuff too. But it was something that we kept simple for everybody, and they got the progressions and they got the ball play. So I'm very pleased with how we sustained drives throughout the course of the game.
Gary didn't practice all week from what Dana said, and he didn't have a catch on the ball last drive, and he has both of his catches 40 yards on the last drive. Just talk about what he did there for you guys.
Yeah, it's that time of the season we're all banged up. One thing about it, you got to get back to Morgantown. These kids got to live in the training room, and we got to go back out and do another war versus TCU. But that was part of it. We have confidence, Gary. We just wanted to make sure that he was healthy. We kept him out Tuesday and Wednesday. Got him through a little bit of a Thursday walkthrough. Kind of ran a little bit full speed Friday, and then goes out there and makes the game winner. So those kids have played so much together. They just got a comfortable, good continuity with each other that they can make those plays.
The tight ends have gotten a lot more involved the last couple of weeks, especially Giovanni with career highs and catches 2 straight games. Why are they getting more involved in the offense?
Probably because we're banged up. We can't really go 10 personnel as much, so you got to utilize those tight ends.